guys to just sit through and view the results. Not a match that I particularly wanted to get involved in. I don't know why I said particularly. Oh shit, that's why. I was gonna say I don't know why I said that word so slowly, but I couldn't say it fast. But we have the card already filled out. No match that I wanted to play for you guys at least this week. Next week, though, as you're gonna see down the line here in this card, we are gonna have a match that we need to play to advance some storylines going into Extreme Rules. So we have Paige versus Ember Moon in the semifinals of the number one contenders women's championship tournament. Paige is able to get the win here, so she's gonna take on either Becky Lynch or Alexa Bliss based on the outcome from the match at the end, the main event. So Paige is already set for the finals next week. We'll see what happens later. Kane getting a win over Kurt Angle, and as you saw there though, Lars Sullivan coming out to attack, but the Undertaker out of nowhere coming back from the dead again. He wants to be involved in the universe mode, and I can't blame him. He's been popping up a lot more often. So the Undertaker coming out to avenge his brother and saving him from Lars Sullivan after coming out for that attack on Kane after the match. So we'll see what Undertaker does at Extreme Rules, if anything. But Lars Sullivan has a bone to pick with Kane or Undertaker right now. We'll see how that goes. The Miz losing to Aleister Black, but during the match, Kevin Owens came out and attacked him. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, we're gonna say that the Miz is going to defend that briefcase at Extreme Rules against Kevin Owens. The winner gets the briefcase, takes it home. It is going to be a ladder match. It is an Extreme Rules pay-per-view, so most of the matches, if not all of them, are going to be Extreme Rules stipulation. I'm not going to be like WWE and make one or two extreme stipulations and then the other ones are intergender matches. No. Extreme Rules all the way, hardcore matches all the way. So The Miz and Kevin Owens in a ladder match for the briefcase. Next up, Seth Rollins getting win on Samoa Joe. He's just building up some momentum for the pay-per-view. He is the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Samoa Joe loses again. He lost at the last pay-per-view to Nakamura. Speaking of which, we haven't seen him or AJ Styles since. So, anyway, Seth Rollins gets the win there. And Johnny Gargano calling out Finn Balor. And what he basically said was, you're going to see the entire promo right here, but what he basically said was he wants his rematch from the pay-per-view next week on Raw, and the winner of that match will go on to take on Seth Rollins at the pay-per-view. It's not going to be a triple threat match. No matter who wins, it's going to be a one-on-one match. Whoever the WWE champion is heading into Extreme Rules is going to defend it against Seth Rollins. But Gargano versus Finn Balor next week for the rematch that Gargano was looking for. So we'll see if Gargano is able to come back and get his championship back from Balor just 3 weeks after losing it. And we followed up with a regular tag team match. Aleister Black already had a match earlier. Drew McIntyre was inserted in this match since he was the one to lose his belt to Jericho at the last pay-per-view. He's not getting a rematch soon or anytime in the near future, but McIntyre is still in the conversation for that belt. And obviously we have Balor losing actually to Johnny Gargano a week before he's set to defend his championship, so not good for him. But next week is a whole different match. Finally, the main event, I believe, yes, the main event, Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch gets the win, so she is going to the finals to take on Paige to determine who faces Asuka at Extreme Rules, and it is going to be a submissions count anywhere match, that match against Asuka. So right now we have a couple matches lined up for Extreme Rules. We have Jericho versus Aleister Black, Kevin Owens versus The Miz in a ladder match, Asuka versus Becky, or I don't know why I said Becky Lynch, Asuka versus Becky Lynch or Paige, depending on who wins next week. And we're going to have the War Raiders defending their tag team titles. We had a SmackDown match on the last pay-per-view, so we're going to have an NXT match this month, or this time, at Extreme Rules. So the War Raiders are defending the NXT Championship. We'll see what Lars is doing, and we'll see what Rollins is going to end up facing there. We have, I think, 2 or 3 spots left to fill out on the card. So with one more week remaining until the pay-per-view, we'll see what happens. And yeah, thanks for watching this episode. I'm out.